looking and you couldn't leave her. It was hard for you to breathe her. You're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is something. You a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is something. You gotta trespass and time. You got on the hard eye. When you was looking at them, you don't know when to quit on. That's you with that shot call and click on. That's you with that ball and click on. That's you that's taking them hits on. The girl don't know when to shut up her mouth on. You gon' one of her teeth out on. You done switch from Nike to Reeboks on.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Lone Depot Park in Miami. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego Padres and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Casey Mize gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at one of the top young pitchers in the game right now, Casey Mize. Former first-round draft pick out of Auburn University. This guy has a nasty split finger. A lot of people thought coming out of college he had the most advanced off-speed pitches in baseball, and mainly due to that split finger. He'll throw it to righties, he'll throw it to lefties, and, oh, by the way, he can rush that fastball up there 95 to 97 miles an hour also.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Baddoo, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Grossman is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch. And now here is Jake Cronenworth. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Castro puts it away, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. The Tigers coming up. No score. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Striding in is Akil Baddoo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the center fielder, Akil Baddoo.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting second.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate. First offering. Too low. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Count is 2-1.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So he sets him down swinging. Jonathan Scope becomes out number 2 this inning. Here's Robbie Grossman as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And it's fouled away.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
A pause, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Second inning coming up. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
Outfielder number 5, Will Myers.
Pitch on the way. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
That is it.
Stepping in next. Tommy Pham. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Here's the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Grossman has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. No balls and a strike to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera,
the designated hitter,
and he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Cabrera.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
The 0-2 once more. Pitch is popped up. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Next batter is Jeimer Candelario, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike one. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first four men have been unable to do. And it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Castro.
So now to the plate, Harold Castro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up Trent Grisham.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Adam.
And now Adam Frazier. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Junior.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Will Myers. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, as the Padres have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the
So now to the plate, Eric Hosmer. He singled in his first AB. And the pitch. Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate, and this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Tigers nothing. So here is Eric Haas, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's set. Here it comes. That finds the zone, a called strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting 8.
Digging in will be Nico Goodrum, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding his zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Fouled off. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
To the plate now, Willie Castro, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Next to hit, Akil Baddoo, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
That misses 2-0.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
Cronenworth will put this one away, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 5 and the Tigers nothing. Now at the plate here is Victor Caratini. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Popped up. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. To first. Scope has it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next, here is Trent Grisham. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Right side, but it's well foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Now the Tigers skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Jose Arena answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Great job.
So here's Adam Frazier. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Up next for the Padres.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He grounds it sharply to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting rough.
Here's Manny Machado now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw home. A tag for one. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Padres lead it 6-0. Here's Jonathan Scope now. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Now here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Fouled off. Line drive to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in now, Robbie Grossman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Robbie Grossman goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. A fly out and a single for him so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Well, you could see right from the get-go that he didn't bring his A game. Had a very difficult time getting through the lineup, and as a matter of fact, wasn't able to even get out of the 4th inning. So the bullpen's going to have to do a really big job of finishing out the rest of this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. skied into straightaway right. Grossman is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. He's set, and the pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the left fielder to the track. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Tommy Pham as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
The batter, the first baseman,
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in Miami. It's the Friars 7 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
For the Tigers.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Third baseman.
And stepping in, Jamer Candelario. Leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
The 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to
Now
get more of a
batting,
confidence
second
boost than
baseman,
striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And that's the second out.
The batter.
Next to
Number
dig
13.
in, Eric Haas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
First pitch of the AB now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. In there, a base hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On its way, the Adu is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
You talk about perfect execution right there. That took a great relay throw to get him. And any breakdown in that relay, and I think he's safe.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego, but they're still in control, 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
If you look at their win percentage or something like that right now, got to be honest, the odds are obviously stacked against them. But I'm looking for them to show me something right here. Maybe they get back in this game. Maybe they don't. But I want to see what kind of at-bats they put together. This is where you have to lock in as a team. Every guy has to go up to the plate and have a good, productive AB to get this team going.
The left fielder, number 9.
So next to bat will be Willie Castro. Hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback. Pulled toward right center field. Grisham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Akil Baddoo. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0.
Just like Vegas in the sun.
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Here's Will Myers. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Get me a knock for the left side.
In now, Tommy Pham. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Derek Holland enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 49, Derek Holland.
Eric Hosmer will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Myers at second. Pham is over at first with one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And it's a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with two gone in the inning. So stepping in is Victor Caratini, and their runners at the corners now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Castro is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Padres leave a pair, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball that time.
A ball and two strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 1-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Robbie Grossman batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. First pitch on its way. The 0-1. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down in order go the Tigers. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. So now into the box is Trent Grisham. It was a base hit last time up.
Number 2, Trent Grisham.
Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Stepping in now, Adam Frazier. Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there. Base hit.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4,
right,
you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
At the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
At the plate, Manny Machado. To the left side, but it's well foul. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grossman is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Now it'll be Jake Cronenworth. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get down out there. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today.
Joe Jimenez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a line drive. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. I'd say your staff is having a bad day when they give up 10 hits, let alone 10 runs.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 3 runs already home here. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
In now, Eric Hosmer. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Badoon comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
Up next,
now at the plate, Victor Caratini, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Into the box now, Trent Grisham, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Now to the plate, here is Jamer Candelario. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
First offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
Pickoff throw to third, and a dive, but he's back in there. Here comes the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And another foul ball. Throw over to third, and he's back in standing. The next 1-2 pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. In the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
At the plate now, Nico Goodrum lifted the other way down the left field line. Myers is under it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Tigers leave 1. They trail in this one 11-0. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Adam Frazier. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a liner. But this is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Grossman is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit high and deep out to left. Left fielder looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left as the blowout continues.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Standing in now, Manny Machado. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jake Cronenworth.
At the plate, Jake Cronenworth, and he fouls this one off. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Ready with the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Myers. He homered back in the third inning in this one. And now the first pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's the Padres 12 and the Tigers nothing. Now to bat, Willie Castro, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now
next, it'll be Akil Baddoo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping up is Jonathan Scope. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Padres led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Yu Darvish is credited with the win. Casey Mize permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Two-seam ain't enough. Four-tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'm gonna have to clean it up.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and